All right, let's dive into an incredible story of duty, sacrifice, and a prince who was handed a crown he absolutely did not want. This is the story of Bharata, and trust me, it's going to challenge everything you think you know about power.
So, let me just ask you this to get us started. Imagine you're given everything: ultimate power, fame, riches, but the price tag is the happiness of everyone you love. What do? Now, this isn't just some hypothetical question. It is the exact dilemma at the very heart of the story we're exploring today. Okay, so our story kicks off in the magnificent kingdom of Ayodhya. The whole city is buzzing with excitement. I mean, they are getting ready for a massive celebration. Their beloved and rightful heir, Prince Rama, is about to be crowned king. But, as you can probably guess, behind all the celebration, a devastating plot is about to change everything. So while the entire kingdom is getting ready to party, Queen Kaikeyi, one of the king's wives, sees her moment. She decides it's time to cash in on two boons. These are sacred promises the king made to her years and years ago. And the thing about these boons is he is honor-bound to fulfill them no matter what they are. And just listen to the sheer coldness of this demand. The source text describes her words not as some desperate plea, but as this chilling, calculated command. She doesn't just want her son to be king, she wants the satisfaction of watching it happen right then and there. Her demands were just brutal and incredibly precise. First, the hero of the story, the beloved Prince Rama, has to be banished to the forest for 14 years. Second, her own son, Bharata, must be crowned king in his place. And just like that, with two sentences, the entire kingdom is plunged into absolute chaos and grief. But here's the crucial twist, the real kicker of the story. The man at the very center of this whole scheme, the prince who's about to inherit a kingdom, he has no idea any of this is happening. Bharata is away from Ayodhya, completely in the dark about his mother's plot.
So when Bharata finally gets back to Ayodhya, he doesn't walk into a celebration. He walks into a city of mourning. He finds out his father, the king, has literally died from a broken heart over Rama's exile. And the person responsible for all of this? His own mother.
You know, the way the original text describes the moment his mother tells him the good news is just wow. It says her words weren't just information, they were like physical arrows that pierced his very soul. It was a wound, not just news. So, what's Bharata's first move when he hears he's the new king? Does he celebrate? Start planning the coronation? No, not even close. His very first immediate action is to utterly reject it. There's no hesitation, no moment of temptation, just absolute horrified refusal. Yeah, instead of planning a coronation, Bharata is just consumed by grief for his dad and a white-hot fury at his mother. His loyalty to his big brother Rama is unshakable. To him, this throne isn't some prize. It's the symbol of a terrible injustice, and there's no way he's going to benefit from it. But Bharata doesn't just say no and leave it at that. His rejection is an active one. He immediately launches a quest, not for power, but for justice. He is absolutely determined to fix this. He stands before everyone and declares he will not rule. And then he does something amazing. He mobilizes the entire kingdom, the court, the army, all the citizens who are all grieving with him to go on a massive journey into the forest. And I want you to be really clear on this. This wasn't some army marching to seize power. This was a pilgrimage. An entire city emptying out, following Bharata into the wild, all of them driven by their love for Rama, and this incredible faith that Bharata was going to make things right. So, this all leads to the huge emotional climax of the story, the moment Bharata and his followers finally find Rama, who's living as a hermit in the forest. It is such a powerful confrontation between two brothers who love each other more than anything. And right here you see the central conflict. Bharata is begging Rama to come back. He's saying the kingdom needs you, the people need their true king. But Rama refuses. He believes that their father died to keep his word, and to break that vow now would be to dishonor his father's sacrifice. It's a clash between two different but equally powerful ideas of what it means to do the right thing. And yet, even as he's refusing to come back, Rama makes one thing crystal clear. He looks at his heartbroken brother and, as the source text tells us, says that no one is dearer to him than Bharata. So this isn't about a lack of love. It's about an unbreakable commitment to a promise. So now we're at a stalemate. Rama will not break his vow, and Bharata will not accept a throne that isn't his. This deadlock is what forces Bharata to come up with this profound, totally unprecedented solution. He agrees to govern Ayodhya, okay, but not as its king. He will rule as a regent, basically a placeholder for the true king. He refuses to live in the palace, refuses to sit on the throne. Instead, for 14 long years, he rules from a simple hut outside the city, living like a hermit, just like his brother, faithfully managing the kingdom in Rama's name.
Everything Bharata does here is basically a masterclass in this core concept called dharma. It's this idea of one's righteous duty, your true path. It means choosing the difficult, honorable road of self-sacrifice over the easy path of just taking what you want. And so, for all those years, Bharata's reign isn't remembered for any great battles or for wealth. It's remembered for its profound humility. He held the entire kingdom together through sheer integrity, turning the crown, a symbol of power, into a symbol of unwavering devotion and selfless love. And that really leaves us with a final thought, doesn't it? Bharata's story completely flips our whole idea of power on its head. It forces us to ask, when is true strength found not in grabbing power, but in having the integrity and the love to refuse it?